How's it going? Video here for you today as I load my channel, confirm audio, we're all good. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to go full screen with that. I want to be able to see the chat. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get going here. Alrighty, I am Coach Steve Money, Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach, and if you've got money problems or you just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation / assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. That appointment is video conferencing, so probably Google Meet. What I usually use for that, that's calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. And that link is also in the video description. You can email me if you have any questions about anything on my channel at all. Ball, video games, Oak Island, the financial stuff. And that would be at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Donations can go to paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. Add me on the gram at CoachSteveMoney. And of course, this channel is youtube.com/CoachSteveMoney. Let's get rid of that. No, we want to keep the webcam frame. No, we want to get rid of that. There we go. All right. So, wasn't going too well in my franchise. I lost the first game and was not doing well at all in the second game. And so I decided to sim the second game. I can't remember if I simmed it or not. I know I simmed some games after that. And I played a bunch of games after that. But ended up being that first game of the season was the only loss of the season. And 3 of the games that I played went to overtime, so very close, but I did not lose a game the whole season. Ended up winning the Super Bowl over the Aaron Rodgers Jets, and I believe it was like by 7, like 21-14 or something like that. Want to show you what I did to the roster during that time and what happened to the players. I think going into the playoffs, I guess Sam Howell had done enough that he became a star, and so he's still at a star. I'm in the middle of the, let's go back, in the middle of the, not in the middle, 4 games into, so a month into the second season of the franchise, but Super Bowl winner in that first season. So I figured out some plays that could work and some better ways of doing stuff and got used to the new plays. And so managed to do that. A couple of them were nail biters. Like I said, 3 overtime games. But Sam Howell. Oh, it also helps once you start getting those staff points and can better. I spend them all on the offense because the defense is so far ahead. I think still, let's see what that is. I keep going back. Keep going into the roster and then keep having to go back. Yeah, so the defense you can see is 91, and even after all the points put into offense, the offense is still rated 81. So that's that. So I think I'm done with this now. As you can see, Cowboys also 4-0 here, so this will be a barn burner probably. So now to definitely go in the roster and stay in there. So as I said, going into last year's playoffs, Sam Howell did become a star player. I did not sign Jacoby Brissett because it's Madden, so doesn't really, backup quarterback doesn't really matter that much. And so if you wait and just find the highest free agent, you don't have to pay a penalty, or you don't have to pay a signing bonus, so there's no penalty to change him out if you need to do that. Robinson, I believe, was a star to start the season, and he became a superstar during the season. Could be the offensive line, but running not as easy in Madden 2024. But it could again be the offensive line, which we'll talk about shortly. So Gibson, definitely kept Gibson and Chris Rodriguez, and I believe last year I also kept Garrett Patterson, but let him go this year. Had Arma last year. Burton has a higher lead block, and he's an actual blocking fullback by trade. Arma is not, and so I let Arma walk and I signed Burton. And again, that would be without any, as you can see, no penalty, so no signing bonus there either. Saving that bank. Let's see, did not re-sign Curtis Samuel. Let's see, did Dotson I think was already a star to start last season. And when I say last season, that means the 2023 season, the one that we're about to start now. McLaurin, I think, is already a superstar. I can't remember if he's an X Factor or not, but he definitely is now for me. Kept De'Ami Brown on, re-signed him. Was able to get KJ Hamler from Penn State, so staying in the Big Ten there. Not with North Carolina, but picked up Noah Brown, who's currently on Dallas, I think, from the Ohio State University to round out the crew there. I'm trying to think. I think I kept Samuel as number 2 wide receiver for about half the season, and then changed Dotson because I realized that he was up for contract, Curtis Samuel, and so I knew I wouldn't sign him due to him being a little bit older. Logan Thomas, his rating went down, I guess because he's 33 years old. And so Cole Turner, I couldn't get anybody in the draft or in free agency. Nobody looked like a good enough player for the amount of money that they wanted. So I ended up just sticking with Cole Turner, and we'll see how he does this year in the real life. I need to switch back to so I can see the chat. In case anybody chats. Let's see. Oh, I did draft Mike Reynolds like in the 5th or 6th round. He's a 69, so maybe he'll come through. I don't know. I don't know if he's a hidden talent player or not. No, just normal. Okay. So, still got Leno, although he's he's injured at the moment. So we do have Braden Daniels, who was left guard last season. I moved him over to left tackle this season, and he's just a normal. I put a guy that had a hidden talent at left guard this season. I drafted some linemen. But that's still not bad. That's still way better than he started at. I think started at a 69, I think. Something like that. Yeah, Daniel Townsend's a rookie in the second franchise season. As you see, he's already up to 78, and he's got 87 more plays before his potential is revealed, and sometimes it ends up being just normal. But a lot of times those guys will at least turn into stars, even if they never turn into superstars. I also got this rookie that I drafted late, like 7th round or something like that. So 69, you can't complain about that rating in there. So Stromberg hurt as well. Got Gates, moved him. No, he's still a center. And so he's probably I think he's the starting center over Stromberg in real life. Cosme in the Madden roster, he was still at right tackle, although it wasn't last year already. They were talking about him playing guard, and I think he played guard in the last game as well. So they're just not keeping up with it at the old EA Sports. So we still got Paul, who's actually on the roster, and he's still on my roster. And rookie this year, Bobby Williams, same. He is a hidden talent player, and he has quite a bit more. I think for some reason I didn't play him or didn't realize. I can't remember why he has a bunch of. I think he was hurt for a couple games. So we'll see what's up with that. So offensive line definitely improved from the beginning of last year from what it is now. Hopefully the Madden ratings aren't correct, and hopefully that line will gel and be a lot better. Chase Young, Superstar X Factor now. I think he started the year as a superstar, or maybe just a star. I cannot remember what they have him as. Montez Sweat stays a star. Oh, and just recently, Henry became a star because he started playing when Montez Sweat got hurt, and he had some fabulous games. I didn't like control him or anything, but he ended up getting some sacks. And they gave him the opportunity to move up to star, and he was able to meet those qualifications. Allen, superstar. Payne, star still, I think. Yep. All right, Mathis from all three Bama. And Mathis hopefully will, I think he got hurt in the first preseason game. Hopefully he can come back from that and have a good second year after missing all but I think one play of the 2022 season in real life. And Bridgeway still under contract. Okay, so for linebacker, which we were very low in Madden ratings on, I got Jordan Brooks out of free agency, and as you can see, gave him a signing bonus. That's how upset I was about that. But an 83 and is he a star? And I wouldn't assign this guy, Devin White. Oh no, this isn't the person I was thinking about. I was thinking about somebody else because I thought he was from the team up north, but not LSU. There's another Devin, I think, that is. And so he was a superstar, and so I signed him and, of course, gave him a signing bonus as well. And Johnson, I picked up him in the first season, let him walk, and then picked him up again because he was available. The mid-70s players you can generally get about at every position, except the quarterback. Generally, and we got Lowry, a rookie. I can't remember if he's a hidden talent player as well, but just hasn't had an opportunity to play that much. I should probably put him at. I think I do have him at second on the depth chart at all of the positions, I believe. Davis let Hudson walk and re-signed him. No penalty. And Church, a rookie, 6th or 7th round pick, so probably not gonna stay the full length of his contract. Maybe I just didn't want to lose $720 K on the cow. So we got Fuller, and I just signed him for another season. So on my franchise, he's here for the 23 season, the 24 season, and going to be the 25 season as well. And he will be 30 in that 2025 season. Forbes became a star during the season and then a superstar early this season. So you can't be upset about that at all. St. Just, I don't think, not playing enough really to. I mean, he's out there every play though. He's just, I guess, not making enough plays. I signed Greedy Williams from LSU. He got cut elsewhere, but hurt here apparently. So I signed him and Christian Matthew for backup. So we have Forrest, and this is an unfortunate thing. Normal rate. I played around and tried to lowball him, and he was like, "Fine, I didn't realize it was the last chance," and he's gonna try out free agency. So I will probably stick Martin in at starter, because Martin also becomes a superstar. I think early this season as well. I think they, Martin and Forbes both turned into stars last season in the 2023 season, which is the one coming up again. And this currently is 4 games into the 2024 season. Still had Burgess under contract. Kalu under contract as well. Still didn't want to take the hit on the penalty. Cam Curl, re-signed him to a long deal. You can see that penalty is very high. So have him for, I believe, 4 or 5 more years. I think I signed him through 29. Did not realize he was a Razorback. I did not know that. And Percy Butler for backup there. Signed Graham Gano back. He was a former Washington kicker. And he's 81. Happened to be, the free, like I said, free agent. It's Madden, and so this is the way you can help game the system a little bit, because you will have good kickers on the free agent wire as soon as you start the season, and then you can, or the preseason, as soon as you start the preseason is when you can hire or sign free agents, and then without giving them a signing bonus right after the draft. And of course, Tress Way. In real life, they just signed his name is Pilardi, I think. Michael Pilardi. I can't remember. They just signed him. I don't know if it's just to take some of the pressure off of Tress Way as far as doing so many kicks, or what. Or if he's hurt. Do not know who we have on the practice squad. Nobody from the current. Yep, nobody from that's on the current real life team. So it's all new people on the practice squad. But as you can see, doing very well, 4-0, Dallas 4-0, so this game could be wild. What else did I want to say? Oh, I am, let's quit. Let's go in. I have started updating roster. EA Sports does not typically put out a roster update at all until week 1 of the regular season. So all of the transactions that are happening now do not get put into a roster at all until week 1 normally. And so a bunch of other people are doing it as well. The one thing I did was I gave, the only thing I changed was I gave Sam Howell some love. I put him up to, I think, 72 from his 66 rating. Put him up to 72 because he beat Dallas starters last year and because he was, on the day he was named the QB1. So you go by roster and then you sort by the date added, and this is the PC version. I don't know if the community files are the same. I know you have cross play this year with the other with the consoles, but I don't know if the files are the same. But there's mine right there, Madden 24 updated, and it'll stay that throughout the season. Madden generally puts one out every week during the season, so I may not do it then, but I will after the season. I will keep up with any roster changes. So that's my roster, and so if you want to give that one a try, a bunch of people downloaded it, thousands of people downloaded it, like 5,000 or something like that in the previous Madden 23. All right, so what do we want to do? Oh, so I want to, do we have the official one? Let's go with the official. Let's load the official one from 814. Then we can talk about them, and they don't have everybody in there either. Like there's a receiver that's pretty good that's in training camp with Washington, but they do not have him in the game. So yeah, as you can see, Sam Howell 66. I think I put him even at 72 with Jacoby Brissett. I don't know if they'll keep Jake Fromm as third quarterback, emergency quarterback, or not. It's possible. They did keep 3 quarterbacks last year. And you probably need one eventually. Carson Wentz got hurt at least once. And so Howell had to back up Taylor Heineke. So Robinson, yes. Gibson, yes. I'm saying who I think is going to make it. Patterson, probably. And then between Gore, Williams, and Rodriguez, I think they like Williams, but especially like down around the goal line if Robinson needs a breather. But I think they would keep their rookie choice from this year, Rodriguez. So I'm thinking it's going to be Robinson, Gibson, Patterson, and Rodriguez. Arma, as they say, they may or may not keep one. They had him in camp last year, but they did not keep a fullback on the roster. They let Bates, the tight end, do the blocking, do the fullback duties there, lining up in the fullback spot. McLaurin, Samuel, Dotson, Pringle probably, Brown probably, and then maybe that other guy that I can't do. I don't know, time might be up for Dax Milne, but Dax is a punt returner, I believe, and so I think they like him there. Kemp and McGowan are 63 and 62. I don't know if they. I mean, it depends on what the coaches see, etc., what they would think. But I would think McLaurin, Samuel, Dotson, Pringle, and Brown. Look up that guy's name, that receiver's name. Oh, and also they play tomorrow night. Baltimore visits FedEx Field. Commanders roster. And we click that, and then we go down to, we sort by position, wide receivers. Got Bryson Tremaine, a whole bunch of people that aren't in the game. Mike Mitchell Tinsley, is that him? Might be. McGowan, Kemp, Dodson, Brown, Casimir Allen is the one. He was wearing number 10. And that is available because Curtis Samuel switched from 10 to 4 this year for some reason. So yeah, Casimir Allen is my, if they keep another, a sixth. Is that a sixth one or not? Yeah, I should have that. I should have had that up already. Thinking I should have known I'd have to look at something on there, on the internet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yeah, a sixth one. I would probably say Casimir Allen, but Milne may win it if Allen can't return kicks. So we'll see. I can't remember if he returned kicks the other day. 1,000 tight ends. Always cut the long snapper from the team up north. I always cut the long snapper. You don't need them. Armani Rogers, injured reserve for the year. Brandon Dillon, probably not making it. So it's probably going to be Thomas, Bates, and Turner. And hopefully Thomas got nicked up again. Hopefully he can recover. So as you can, let's see. I would say Leno and Lucas will stay. Don't know about Scott and Jones Smith. Charles may start at the left guard position. Charles or Paul, I believe. But in Madden, I'd start Brandon Daniels there, just because he's a rookie and he's already so close or rated above the older players. So, and the ratings might work out differently once the season begins. They maybe start rating them a little bit different. But same thing here. It's like Gates is supposed to get the start, but why would you start somebody that has 5 years of experience that's 27 rather than a rookie that's the same rating, that's starting out as the same rating as that guy that is 22. So, and also from Arkansas, another Razorback on the Commanders. Daniels, yeah, see, they don't have it. This is the official roster, and so they do not have Cosme moved over to right guard, and so he's going to be the right guard for real. Now, in franchises in Madden 23, when Leno retires, Cosme is my highest rated offensive lineman, and so a lot of times I would move him to left tackle. And you can move these people anywhere; it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, they're not. I mean, they have different ratings in different positions, but if they're a good player at one, they'll be a good player at another one. They don't have it fine-tuned yet where that's not true. And so I believe let's see, John Keim, ESPN reporter that covers Washington, I believe he said that in order to make the team, that Stromberg would have to be able to play center and guard, and so he has been working at guard as well because he has to be a two-way player. So, and that's, to me, sounds like, well, they're not going to start Stromberg at center. They're going to start Gates. And so we got Daniel, and Paul is rated 762. And again, the Madden ratings aren't necessarily true to life. And then you have Wiley starting at the right tackle position, which I think I do leave that because I don't have any other younger players that are close to that level. So I just have him start, I believe, and then draft people the next year, which I did. They supposedly they may keep 10 defensive linemen. So what are you gonna do? Young? Do you keep Andre Jones, rookie? I mean, yeah. If you go by just the ratings, which you can't do, you have to go by potential. Here, obviously, Sweat. You would think almost obviously Obata. KJ Henry, as I said, once he had a chance to play, he did very well and turned into a star. He had 2 good games in a row, and he was given the chance to be the story of the week player. And so he had a chance to impress the coaches, and he did what I think they give you like a thing where he has to have like a sack or a tackle for loss, or the defense has to hold the offense down to a certain number of yards. And so it may be the entire defense that won that star status for him. But so he's a star. So now I have Chase Young, who I did re-sign, by the way. I think I picked up his option, which Washington didn't do in real life because he's hurt a lot. And so they want him to prove it this year. And Montez Sweat, have him. And he is just a star, I think. Whoops. How come? Oh, I can't see in player management mode. You can't see if he's a star or not. I don't think. Can you? Nope. So, and then Henry, like I said, which is he's a star. There, Tony is suspended for the year for gambling. And you have Bradley King, very low rated there. So I would say maybe Sweat, Obata, and Henry. That's 6 already. And then, no, that's not 6 already. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. And then Young and Jones over Smith-Williams, maybe? Or because you would think that they would keep 4 of the defensive linemen, Bama, and Abdullah Anderson is rated higher than Ridgeway, but Ridgeway did a great job filling in last year. So I would think 4 there, so that means you got 6. So I guess you can do, unless you'd rather keep these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. If you want to keep all those 5, then you have 5 more if you're going to keep 10 defensive linemen. And so that would be the 5. It would be Young probably, and then either Smith-Williams or Jones, the rookie. And then on this side, these 3. Sweat, Obata, and Henry. All right. So that's again just the way it's seeming going into the second preseason game, which is tomorrow night on ESPN Monday Night Football. David Mayo, like I said, I addressed this. I signed higher rated free agents that were available to pick up without any signing bonus. Barton, I let him walk, and I upgraded at the position, as you saw in the second season of this franchise. John Harris, I believe I cut. I signed a bunch of free agents for for a year. I think I kept Hudson from the team up north, and kept Hudson, Davis, Barton. I can't remember if I kept Mayo. I think I did because he had a penalty to release him, but then I signed like 2 or 3 other linebackers that played more. I think Alexander was one of them. Oh, who was the other one? Can't recall at the moment. Sorry. So we got Fuller, and like I said, I ended up re-signing him, doing 1-year contracts twice in a row. And so in addition to this, for the 23 season, I also have him for the 24th season, and also just signed him 4 games in for another 1-season deal in the 25 season. So see how that works out. Emmanuel Forbes on his rookie year this year, rookie deal still 4 years, and then you can do the option if you want. St. Juice will make it. Danny Johnson probably, and then I think they like Holmes more than Castrofields and Wild Goose, but I think they like Wild Goose as well. Badger, more Big Ten represent, and then Apke, Big Ten represent again, on injured reserve for the year already. So who do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think is what they would keep out of that. And the reason they would only keep 5 instead of 6 is because they want to keep more safeties. Because you got Forrest, again, which I had to let walk, or I'm letting him walk after the 2024 season. But that's okay because Jartavius Martin, he's normal. Nope, you can't see that. Right, he's normal progression, normal XP rate, and Martavius is a superstar. Did I say Martavius? That's Jartavius Martin. Sorry about that. Also, his nickname is Quan, or Quan. I think it's Quan. And you got Terrell Burgess as well. And so that's 3 safeties there. And then you got Curl Reeves, special teams Pro Bowler last year. And then Butler. So might have to say goodbye to one of those guys if you want to keep 6 cornerbacks. So it all depends. It's all up to the coaches what they want to do. But they here in the, as you can see, you have one. How many they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have more than that, obviously, on the training camp roster. More linebackers than that. But these are probably the ones that they would keep. Maybe without one of them. And so maybe they just keep 4 out of this group, because a lot of times they'll be doing Buffalo nickel with Martin, and maybe Burgess can do some of that as well. They are very fast, as you can see, 90 speed on that. Let's see who else is. Oh, supposedly. Where is Kalu? Is he a tight? No. Why am I not seeing Kalu on here? He did sign him, right? I think they signed him after the official roster. That's the problem. That's why he's not on here. But Kalu is he a safety or cornerback? I can't remember. Let's check. And then we'll get out of here. Let's do roster alphabetically. Joshua Kalu is a safety. Okay. And so he would be with the safety group. And I believe he has played that Buffalo nickel position before as well. So he could make that instead. So he's along with the safety group. So there's definitely going to be some more decisions. I'm sure there are. There is that problem every single year. Badgley, he got cut as well. He's not on the team because what did they do today? Oh, let's see. Today, Washington cut was wide receiver Jalen Sample and cut Mike Badgley. And they signed Michael Pilardi, is that punter. And they signed Isaiah Mack, defensive tackle, who just got cut from some other team the other day. All right, so that I think about wraps up my thoughts on what they will do. I don't know what they would do, but generally in Madden, I would tend to keep the higher rated player unless it's, let's see if I can find it. Let's get back to the offensive line, see if I can find a situation. Like if it came down to like it would be an age thing. Like if it was between Larson and Stromberg, obviously you keep the rookie. Rated higher and younger, no contest. Here between Gates and Stromberg, if it comes down to between them, you pick not the age over beauty. You pick the lower age always. And sometimes you would even do that if, say, Gates was a 70 or 71. Because he's got 5 years experience, and Stromberg will have way more than that by the time he has 5 years experience. So that's why I make Stromberg my starting center immediately. And so, but that's not the real life, so that's how that goes. All right, if you have any thoughts on the roster, I guess I could have done that. Let me load my roster. That was updated, and so this should be about the same, except I did not create any players because that takes way too much time. So, for example, I don't have Kazir Allen on there. As foretold, see, I put Howell up to 72 as well, but he's still ranked below Brissett here for some reason. Probably one of these ratings makes a big difference. The aware. Went a little overboard maybe on the awareness for Howell, but I just like put everything up a few points, so he must already had good awareness. What would it be? Throw power, 91, 93. I didn't change his throw power, I don't think. Short accuracy. Well, that's why. Yeah, that's why he would, even though they're rated the same because all of Jacoby Brissett's accuracies are better, even though they're both rate 72, and so that's probably why. That makes sense. Short throw accuracy 85 to 83, 82 to 76, and 82 to 78. I always find that interesting when a player can have, granted, your best one should be short throw, you would think, your best accuracy, and then a lot of times the medium throw accuracy suffers, and as in the case with Sam Howell, and the deep accuracy is better than the medium for some reason, and I guess that really happens because a bunch of the ratings are like that. What's his tackle? 39 and 29. So he's working on his tackle. And if he's going to throw an interception, you got to learn how to tackle. So, yeah. So we'll just go through it again really, really quickly. Quicker this time. Arma, fullback. And yeah, and they may not keep a fullback again. They may have Bates do it again from the tight end position. From the tight end, but lining up as a fullback sometimes. And again, Milne kept McGowan because I didn't create any of those other wide receivers. Thomas, Bates, Turner, maybe Caden Smith will make the roster again. I don't know. I was going to say those are low overall ratings. That's because I still had it out to the... There we go. So, I mean, Turner, hopefully he will contribute a great deal this year. He's been doing great in training camp, supposedly. And 64, though, but Caden Smith right behind at 62. So, don't know how many tight ends they'll keep. They may keep, excuse me, sorry. They may keep 4 if they're worried about... Logan Thomas, forgot his name for a second, getting hurt. So, I have Charles there, and Stromberg. I moved him there, and I also signed Solomon Kindley off of the free agency wire. I should take him, I need to take him out of the one that I share because that didn't really happen. That's just for my benefit. Oh, I think I loaded the my benefit one. No, actually they're the same. So yeah, I need to take care of that. So, and again, this is the full like preseason roster. Yep, Mac they just signed today. So yeah, I have that in there, that move in there, along with all the other moves of all the other teams as well. Alton Robinson, I don't think they signed him. I think I must have picked him up. Let me just Google it. Alton Robinson. Excuse me. Seattle Seahawks linebacker. Got released by them, so he is a free agent. Okay, and so that's why he's available, and so that's probably why I picked him up, because young and I'm getting water, jeez. No, 5 years. Yeah, 5 years experience, so not that young. 25 years old. Barton signed Tay Crowder, who was available apparently. Yeah, he got released as well recently. And so here's gonna be Hudson and Eifler. My goodness, you could bet, I guess. And the same deal with the. They also signed Jace Whittaker, but as you can see, he's 62. Don't believe he would be there. But you never know, and they could also have signed players that they want to get on the practice squad once they do cuts. They can move them to practice squad. We got Martin Burgess, Reason Butler. So still no Kalu. I thought I moved Kalu to there. I will have to check on that as well to fix it for my roster. And then, as I say, they signed Michael Pallardi. Volunteer, 8 years NFL experience. Okay, I guess that's enough Washington talk, because I'll get my butt to bed. I will, let's see, probably like after they make the final roster for the season, I'll probably come back to comment on that as well. Or maybe like right before that, we'll give an update of who I think they will be cutting and such. Alrighty. Give my plugs again and get out of here. Ramsey show after show on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central. That will be happening probably tomorrow or Tuesday will be my next Curse of Oak Island recap video, going back to the first 8 seasons that I have not done. I started with season 9 when that was actually airing, so I'm doing those until the season 11 of Curse of Oak Island start on the 11th. And I think that's it for upcoming videos and streams. I'm Coach Steve Money, Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach. And if you have money problems or you just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a video conferencing free consultation assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. That link is in the description of the video as well. Email about anything can go to CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Donations, paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. You can add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money. And of course, this YouTube channel is youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. Thank you so much for watching. Go Commanders!